Senator Tim Kaine comments on the Langley Air Force Base UFOs. We've got that and a lot more to talk about today. So get in here. This is Jack with the Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, yeah, this is from Ask a Poll. Matt Laszlo talking to Senator Tim Kaine on the Armed Services Committee. Matt asked, are you satisfied with the response you got to the UAPs around Langley from U.S. Northern Command Center General Gregory Guilot, and U.S. Southern Command Commander General Laura Richardson when they testified before the Senate Armed Services Committee on March 14th? Kaine said, in terms of full forthcoming information and a plan of action, yes. But I think there's a lot of work to be done. Matt asked, in a classified setting, did they at least tell you that they know what it was, or is there still a mystery? Kaine says, I don't think I can get into that. I think what I can say is that, we have pretty clear rules of engagement. If someone were to try to fly a drone against U.S. troops overseas, we would know what to do. But when you're on domestic soil and you've got, houses nearby, and it's not like you're going to shoot something down on a base near a residential neighborhood. So the thought about how to do base protection against UAS, unmanned aerial aircraft systems, threats domestically is not as developed as it is in theaters of war. If you come across a drone at a military base, you're not going to know what to do with it as much as you would if it were invading or if there was an incursion of a military base overseas. An interesting response, not a satisfying response. I'm not quite buying that. Are you buying that? Let me know. I think that if there was an incursion at a military base, you would even have more reason to act on it if it were, on home soil rather than overseas. You've got to show the populace that you're not helpless against these threats. So, yeah, I'm not buying that response. I'm really not, but let me know what you think. Okay, in other news, Joe Rogan is not buying MH-370. He is believing the special effect, stock footage, or whatever it was that has been used to debunk the portal event in the MH-370 attack. Now, I don't have much skin in the game on MH-370. I'm not terribly invested in it. But it is, certainly an important thing to get to the bottom of. Many lives were almost certainly lost in this tragic event, whether it was a, malfunction or a shoot down or a suicide murder, whatever exactly happened, it's likely many lives were lost, and I'm very sensitive to that. However, in the event that it was anomalous and that plane was taken somewhere by UFOs or high technology of some sort, then it's imperative to get to the bottom of that, because there are missing people out there if that were the case. And there are families that need to be reunited with their loved ones. So, whatever way it goes, we definitely need to get to the bottom of it. And so I reject people that are just instant debunkers of it without giving like an explanation. And, you can point to this special effect stock footage thing, but then you can also listen to Ashton Forbes' rebuttal of that. And he has a pretty good rebuttals for that. You've got to listen to both sides on that. I really don't know what happened there. I listened to the remote viewing done by the Future Forecasting Group of that event, and they seemed to think it was, different reviewers were seeing different pictures of that. One viewer was seeing an energy event on the plane that may have been a missile strike. But they were saying that it was a mundane event, not a UFO event. However, some of their results could be interpreted in different ways. Like one of them was seeing the plane hit the water and it hitting so hard and fast that it formed a whirlpool that sucked it down to the bottom of the ocean. So, maybe that's exactly what happened, or maybe the whirlpool was an interpretation of the portal. Yeah, you see what I mean? The energy event also could have been an interpretation of something more anomalous. So I don't see that as definitive, but whatever happened, we need to figure it out. Maybe it was a piece of disinformation because there were classified details in those videos from the satellite data that have since become declassified. But at the time those videos were released, they were classified. At the time the satellite video was released, it was classified. So it was either an inside job, some deliberate piece of disinformation put out there to conceal some sort of skullduggery like that energy event that happened, or else it was more of an anomalous event. Either it was genuine anomalous event, or else it's disinformation to conceal something. In my mind, that's where I go because of that classified information. I don't see how you can get any other real result. And I think that focusing on the special effect or the stock photo, when you can see both sides of that, when there is a give and take on that, is really the wrong thing to focus on. I think that we should be focusing on that classified information and who could have known that at the time, and whether that could have been known by someone else. Because it was released, it was declassified very shortly after that came out. So maybe there was somebody in that chain of declassification that could have, released that. But let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you side with Joe or Ashton, or just think that we need to investigate further, that's pretty much where I am. Okay, moving on. This is pretty cool. Look at this. Look at this. All right, no sound. Sorry. But check that out. We got birds, guys. We got birds. I mean, that looks like fun. That looks like a good day, doesn't it? I would not mind being on that boat. That looks like a good, fun time. And those birds are having fun too. Love it. Love it. Okay, all right. Moving on to the next story. Yeah, this was fun. This is actually from Fox News. I don't see them as reporting a lot of Bigfoot sightings, so I thought this was funny. Washington sheriff receives bizarre Sasquatch call from curious hunter. The out-of-town huntsman inquired about the legality of hunting Sasquatch. The legality of hunting Sasquatch. That's crazy. The sheriff's office in Washington state revealed last week that it received a strange call from an aspiring Bigfoot hunter. The Stevens County Sheriff's Office kept the caller's identity concealed when it posted to Facebook about the incident on March 19th. While the exact transcript of the call was not shared, the office publicized a staff member's notes from the exchange that painted the picture. The caller will be coming into the area mid-April and wants to hunt in the Big Meadow Lake area. Apparently, the caller had contacted another state office that quickly got him off of its hands. I tried to refer him to Fish and Wildlife, but they had referred him to us. The law-conscious hunter then inquired about the legality of hunting Sasquatch, the mythical ape-like creature that purportedly roams around the Pacific Northwest. Mr. Redacted has concerns about how to stay legal while hunting in the Big Meadow Lake area because our state regulations are unclear regarding Sasquatch hunts. The Facebook post quoted, he needs to know, 1, is it illegal in Stevens County to shoot Sasquatch? 2, is it a regular hunting license enough to keep his Sasquatch hunt legal? The caller also apparently displayed chivalry during the call. The caller says he, of course, will not hunt or shoot female Sasquatch. That's hilarious. So is this guy just shining them on? Is this a hoax? Is somebody just having fun? Or is he honestly inquiring about whether it's legal to hunt Sasquatch? And for the record, please don't hunt Sasquatch. That would be wrong. They are intelligent beings or whatever they are. They are not like deer to be hunted. So please don't hunt Sasquatch, guys. That is not cool. Don't do it. But yeah, meanwhile, Chris Lato is reporting, speaking of the UFOs over Langley Air Force Base, that it actually went on for weeks during December. And it's so good to see Chris Lato back in full swing. So I encourage you to go watch his full video. But yeah, apparently it wasn't a one-off incident. It was occurring over a period of weeks. And of course, it's related to various other drone, quote unquote, incidents. That's how they categorize them and report them as drones or unmanned aerial systems. Whether that's what they are or not, that's how they report them. But this has been a phenomenon going on for a while. Whether it's here in the U.S. Or if it's, swarming our warships over the sea. This is just a thing that's happening. Is this a new stage of UFO evolution or whatever? Because, there's all these ways it has manifested over the years from, we see it as UFOs as a technological thing now. And that may be what it is, or it may be representing itself as that. Then this is building on the works of Jacques Vallée and others, who have, pointed out, the fairy incidents of long ago closely mimic UFO incidents and anomalous incidents. And then you get to the airship sightings of the 1800s and so on. You get these evolutions in how the UFOs present themselves to us, or the phenomenon, I should say, presents itself to us. So is are drone swarms or drones the latest manifestation of the next stage of their evolution, or how they represent themselves? Or are they actual drones of some sort, even if they're alien drones? What's going on there? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But it's definitely a thing that's going on. Speaking of which, things that are going on, nukes over UFOs over our nuclear installations, reported on the Indian incursions yesterday, and it appears that this story is gaining momentum. Here's the article from the Daily Mail. UFO nuke mystery goes global. Indian newspaper reports craft flying over nuclear power plants every few days. Senior law enforcement in India investigated the videotaped eerie UFO sightings over nuclear power plants across the Asian nation last year, a local news report revealed. One witness, a police sub-investigator or inspector, an engineer by training, said he was 100% sure the object he taped, with its high-speed zigzag movements, could not be explained by human tech. India's brush with nuke-curious mystery objects follows years of growing attention to the issue in Washington, D.C. This February, UFO researchers dropped the bombshell that, talking about, that an ex-Pentagon UFO investigator had privately briefed Congress on a stunning 1964 incident where a UFO blasted an Atlas missile carrying a dummy nuclear warhead out of the sky. And of course, we've all heard about that. But reports of these 2023 incidents in India were allegedly less hostile. Well, thank goodness for that. Really interesting that this is happening, or it did happen in India, and that this is not isolated to the U.S. and Russia. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I thought I would leave you on a fun story. Portland Community College offers a new class on UFOs. Longtime news producer Brian Enslinger, I said that right, will help students understand the unidentified aerial phenomenon. I've got to give me some of those glasses, guys. Portland Community College is offering a niche new area of study this spring: UFOs. From film to real life. UFOs, UAPs, government, and the media is an online class listed for non-credit in a category of study called cultural exploration. Part of his mission with the class is to help students decode the confusing landscape of UAP sightings and research. Having been looking at this subject for a long time and different aspects of it, I thought, gosh, if you see what's happening on Capitol Hill or read headlines, I don't know how you make sense of what's actually going on, Anslinger says, and there he is right there. So there you go. If you're in Portland and you go to community college and you want to learn more about UFOs, hey, there you go. So let me know what you think about that. Are you going to be taking that class and everything else covered today in the comments below? And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Smash the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, links below. Love to see you guys there. If you wanted to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing some merch in the merch store, coffee mug, t-shirt, whatever, or by becoming a channel member, because channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Also, channel members frequently get to see videos hours ahead of everybody else. Meanwhile, there are plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.